Mordecai Arieson on my relations. Hello, this is video 3. I want to speak about another specific fear that ironically is expressing itself in a very false and dangerous hope. The idea that black folks can't get this because of pigmentation in their skin. That's the rumor going around, and I verified this in several sources, people saying that they actually heard other black people saying this. So I did some digging, and the digging is because of a mistrust of the American medical establishment. And some more digging, the mistrust is because of one thing, and the one thing is a huge thing. 1932, when there was a study conducted on how to treat syphilis among American black individuals. This starts in Tuskegee, Alabama, and it was done with the full sanction of the U.S. Health Service. And the idea was to find out how to treat syphilis, but a number of the patients were being told that syphilis was being treated, and it wasn't. They were given placebos, and it was allowed to take its course. And as you can imagine, it resulted in some really painful deaths and mutilations. Now this, my friends, is a heinous crime. It is inexcusable. And it took 40 years for it to come to light and for the American government to do something about it and to try to rebuild the trust. In fact, Bill Clinton formally apologized for this in the 90s. There were lawsuits, reparations, all absolutely justified and deserved. But here's the thing. This happened, and it was a horrible thing, and America admitted to it. And we, as a country, have been making great strides toward rebuilding our relationship, rebuilding the trust. This is not a good reason to mistrust the medical establishment for anything, especially this. This also has a parallel with the AIDS epidemic. When it first struck, the rumor was out that it wasn't going to affect black people. Nonsense. And it goes a little bit further than this, because white people I have spoken to will not speak to the black people about this. They will not address this. They want the black folks to address it. So it's come to this. I mean, it's always been this way, but now it's really plainly obvious that we are afraid to try to help our neighbor, our brother and sister, because we're afraid of giving offense, of being called a racist, we're afraid of even thinking, well, shoot, am I an actual racist? No, you're not. You're actually trying to help people. And this is a much bigger thing. Like the coronavirus is actually, our response to it is a magnification of the rage that we have and the fear we have of each other in society. Listen, the second that we open our mouths to say a thing, we risk offending. And when we don't open our mouths while everyone else is talking around us, we risk offending. So I'm telling you, risk offending people. You must take the risk of actually trying to help somebody, and forget about this nonsense, not just with coronavirus, but all across the field in every spectrum. Forget about the nonsense that you should shut up because you come from a different demographic. And forget this nonsense that that other person over there should shut up because he or she comes from a different demographic. That is bigotry. That is fear at its worst. Please stop doing it. This is the whole coronavirus right now, as I said earlier, the parallel with 9/11 is that we have the opportunity now to become a stronger nation, to come together as a truly national family. And we don't do this at our peril. There are no coronavirus, COVID-19 does not discriminate. Neither should we. peace for our fingers. I'm going to wrap this up in one more video. Thanks for your time.